What's going on, my peoples? This your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF the Network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can donate to the channel, go to OBF the Real Cash App and donate to the channel. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. All right, man. Look, man, I'm still a little fucking sick a little bit, but I'm gonna try to get this this show out of the way. Y'all see, I'm boxing shit up, getting ready for Mother's Day. A lot of this shit gonna be gone next time y'all see it. So, yeah, man. Let's get into this shit. I'm not gonna be long on this live stream. I don't feel well, but I'm okay. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is. Maybe just because I got up and did shit today. And you know how, like, when you sick and shit, you kind of like moving around and take a little energy out you and shit like that. But it is what it is. Shout out to my brother Bell in the building. What up, bro, Bell? All right, man. Plus, I still got to fucking cook. I gotta wash dishes and shit, man. And I gotta feed damn animals. Well, I fed one of them. Another one I gotta feed. But anyway, let's get it in, people. Ain't gonna be long on this live stream. Oh yeah, that's how you know I ain't feeling well. Alina, Hobbit. I think that's her name, Alina Hobbit. She was Trump lawyer when he was going through all that shit before he was the president again. And he put her in charge of, he made her the attorney general of the DOJ. And I think it was New Jersey. This woman is straight up buffoon. Listen, like I said, I don't even know, like, my honest opinion, I don't even know why they bring these people on there. I understand you bringing them on there for ratings. But I always tell people, if you're not just going to get on there and just make fun of these people and shit, what is the point? Why are you bringing them on there like they're really genuinely going to say something that actually makes sense? It doesn't. They're liars and they're hypocrites. So what the fuck is the difference? I don't know what you're talking about. You probably had to. I don't know what that's about, but that shit is crazy. It's crazy, but I don't know what you're talking about. But that's crazy. Shout out to my brother LT in the building. That's crazy. So let's get into this real quick, people.
Before serving in a variety of roles at the White House, including counselor to the president, attorney Alina Habba was his personal attorney in high-profile cases dating back to 2021. She joins us now to talk about the current state of his administration and the country. Please welcome Alina Habba. Welcome to the video.
So you recently stepped.
Let me say on some real shit with Sonny. I don't know if she intentionally did it or not, but you know this shit. Nah, we'd be introduced to them and shit. Everybody clap, except for Sonny. Sonny ain't clap because, like I said, it's like you having these people on here. It's like a waste of fucking time sometimes, people. You get what I mean? So I get it. I'll be frustrated to have these stupid ass people on my show. But let's move on. Go back a little bit.
Joins us now to talk about the current state of his administration and the country. Please welcome Alina Habba. Welcome to the
video. So you recently stepped away from your advisory role in the White House, but you remain close with the president and his team. And you were in the ballroom this weekend when shots rang out just outside the White House Correspondents' Dinner. So we wanted to ask, how are you doing and what was that night like for you?
Jarring, to say the least. I don't think it actually hit me until I started watching the footage after and I saw videos of me on the floor. I don't think anything puts life in perspective other than being in a situation that's life or death. And I think the important thing in
First of all, none of their life was in danger. There's just all these people get on my nerves. Let me just say this. The problem with these people is that just think about what she's saying. She's saying that all of a sudden now it put her life in perspective of with of life. Like, what the fuck? You don't see somebody else's life get taken away or anything else like that wouldn't put your life into some type of perspective. But all of a sudden now something happened. See, this is what I mean. These people, listen, it's a lot of people in this country that's selfish. Definitely mega people. But these people are unbelievable. Now all of a sudden she gets a life perspective of what's going on. Like, come on, man. Like this, like I said, this is a waste of fucking time, man. Let's move on.
moment was there were all walks of life in that room. There were all politics in that room, and we all suffered and felt the same exact thing in that moment, which was, let me get back to my family. Let me get out of this safely. Colleagues of yours that I've spoken to since then, we were all there together. Everybody was getting along and excited for a great night.
Let me just be very, very honest about this. And it may be just because I've seen a lot of death. And I've been in shootouts and I've been in situations where shit I had nothing to do with nothing and motherfuckers died right in front of you. Like I like, maybe it's just me, but that shit wouldn't have scared me that much. Maybe it's just me, but that shit don't matter that much. Like, come on, man. Like, seriously. Shout out to Ashley in the building. What up, babe? But yeah, man, that shit shouldn't have been. They shouldn't have been afraid. The fucking shooter was nowhere near them. Like I said, I don't even give a fuck. Like, my whole thing is I want to see the evidence of how this dude even got in the fucking building. That's all I give a fuck about. But anyway, let's move on.
And then we heard shots and everything changed. I'm still rattled, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, during Hot Topics earlier today.
And I want to put this out here. Like I said, more and more will come out. Like I said, we never gonna know the whole truth about a lot of shit. It's because this administration lies every day. They lie every day. So we'll never know the real. We'll never know the full truth. But little shit coming out. They're saying that the dude that they saying that he shot a police officer. They starting to say that he didn't shoot he didn't shoot the Secret Service dude. So it could have been friendly fire. So just saying, I'm not 100% sure with that, but that's rumors of that shit is coming out allegedly. So, hey man, but like I said, we'll never know the fucking truth with this administration. They lie every day, bro. Every time they come out, they lie. Just like she coming out right now, her just opening her mouth, she lying. I don't believe shit this woman is saying. I don't even believe her feelings. But let's move on.
It's the most recent federal indictment of former FBI Director James Comey related to an Instagram post of seashells, an Instagram post that he deleted the very next day and apologized for. Do you think Comey's post rises to the level of a criminal threat against the life of the president and supports an indictment?
I do. I'll explain why. After Comey's post, and this is where I go back to Saturday's events, the responsibility of certain individuals like us, we all have a very big voice. He is a former FBI director. He knows what 8647 meant. There's no question about it. He actually went on TV
What do
later.
you think 86 means?
To kill the president, to get rid of the president. That's what it means. By the way, his words, not mine. If you look at his late night show.
These people are fucking ridiculous. First of all, that's her opinion. I mean, I don't know exactly what that shit can mean anything to me. That's how I look at it. it means a whole bunch of different things, but how it depends how you take the shit. But I'm with you, Ashley. Yeah, he gonna get off. He gonna get off again. Like it's like they're just wasting taxpayer money. All Trump doing is just spending American money. We in debt like a bitch. I just want to let everybody know in the country. Y'all wonder why shit is so high, gas high, food high, everything high, is because this motherfucker, this administration and Trump and his people and his minions, all of them around, even the rich motherfuckers are getting rich off the American. They are actually genuinely stealing taxpayer money. Honestly. At this point, if this was Biden or somebody, like, motherfucker supposed to be impeached. All of them, a lot of these people supposed to be impeached or in jail. I guarantee you if this was the Biden administration or Barack Obama, or if this was Vice President Harris and she was the president, they would have impeached her. Doing some shit that they're doing right now. But anyway, let's move on.
FBI director, he knows what 8647 meant. There's no question about it. He actually went on TV
What do you
later
think 86 means?
to kill the president, to get rid of the president.
Wow.
That's what it
Wait,
means.
wait,
By the
wait.
way, his words, not mine. If you look at his late night show.
But the dictionary disagrees with you on that.
Well, he's the FBI director.
They use it in restaurants.
And you see how Sonny is bringing facts where I say the dictionary says other than what you say. Doesn't even mean that. It, like I told you, that shit can mean anything. People can take certain numbers and shit like, unless people are actually literally dying from this shit or something like that. It got like, never mind, man. Like I said, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. It's like we wasting our time with these mega people. I don't even know why they even brung this woman on The View. Like when I seen this shit, I was like, what is they doing? But then I started to think about it. I say, I mean, just look at mainstream media now. They just put anybody on TV to get fucking views now. Fucking ridiculous, bro.
Kill any.
You don't think it
Wait,
would
wait,
have let me
wait,
tell
wait,
you
wait,
what,
wait,
let
wait,
me just tell you what happened after James Comey's post. A gentleman posted that about me. He posted on Twitter, 86 Habba, and he was also charged. He was charged in Florida, and he was held accountable because you cannot do it. Now, this is an FBI.
First of all, that is Florida. He was charged. And listen, we still don't know what happened to him. We won't know if he got convicted or not. So she just throwing shit out there that nobody even fucking heard of. I ain't even heard of no dude in Florida that did that shit. But okay, cool. So what? No, man. Let's move on.
We have responsibilities. You guys have responsibilities not to call the president certain things or say things that could incite violence.
And so do you. Everybody has a responsibility. Listen, let me just say, I'm going to say this once again. I don't condone rhetoric of, wanting people to go out and hurt people. I ain't on that type of time. Listen, but I am not going to sit around and pretend that these people are some type of good people when they say fucked up shit and everybody's supposed to be like, oh, no, we can't say nothing about that. I don't take high roads to threats. I just tell you that shit now. If you are threatening me and disrespecting me, I don't take that shit. I'm not going to take that, you turning the other cheek. Sorry, I'm just telling you that. But let's just put it this way. Like I said, I don't condone violence, but like I said, I don't care what happens to these people. Whoever decides to do some crazy shit like that, shame on them. But if they do it and it happened to them, happened to people like Mega, I don't care. I don't care what happens to these people. I don't give a fuck violence happened to these people. I'm not condoning it. I'm not telling people to go out and do it. But I don't give a fuck that it happens to these people. These people has sat by and allowed, if they have done it themselves or they're associated with people like that, or they don't correct or say, no, he shouldn't do that. and they still support people like that, like Trump says this shit all the time of saying violent shit to round people up. I'm not getting mad at people. I'm not gonna get fit this way. The shooter, the alleged shooter that tried to assassinate Trump, allegedly. Excuse me. Any of his assassination attempts, any of those guys, I'm not mad at them. I disagree with what they did, but I ain't mad at them. A part of me even understand them in a way. That don't mean I condone it. I ain't supporting what they do, but I ain't mad at them. You know why? Because Trump and MAGA people they feel the same way when it happens to somebody that disagree with them. If it happened to one of us, they wouldn't give a fuck. In Minnesota, the lady down there, I guess she was I forgot what she was. I think she was like a state representative or something like that, and her husband. They got murdered. You didn't hear her right talking about nonviolence. Actually, they made excuses. Oh, he wasn't a Trump supporter. They was doing everything in their power saying he wasn't a Trump supporter. Instead, he's saying, we don't condone violence from the right either. They didn't do that. They did, oh, he's just a psychopath. Every time somebody that's a Trump supporter do some criminal shit, oh, he's just a psycho. He's not us. Okay, cool. Well, why you can't accept when the left say it? They are people that do crazy shit. You can't help people from taking shit and running with it and going to do some fuck shit. But we do have a responsibility of our rhetoric. Yes, of course we do, because words matter. I keep saying that. I've been saying that for years now. For over damn near a decade. I've been saying that. I've been saying this before all this violent shit started to happen. Regardless of what side was doing, I say, listen what Trump is saying. Now Charlie Kirk get assassinated. A lot of people on the right is getting killed and Trump getting assassinated attempts happening to him. Now they give a fuck about rhetoric. No, I'm not doing that. Listen, if they continue to say what they say, because they started it, hey man, I match your energy. It's a certain level I won't go to, but I'm not going to stop saying certain shit about Trump. The man is a wannabe dictator. He's trying to be a little baby Hitler. I don't give a fuck if that sparks some leftists to go crazy to try to assassinate him. Oh, well. They got nothing to do with... Listen, first of all, if you take that to say, oh, I got to go kill him, he's a Nazi. Oh, you're an idiot. We call him what the man is. The man is obsessed with Hitler. He reads, he got shit about Hitler. He get memorabilia and shit like that he owned of Hitler. Who the fuck does that? If you ain't a racist, you ain't a hateful motherfucker, listen, people, if I want to know about Hitler, I'll watch a documentary. But I don't need to watch a documentary to know who fucking Hitler is. I watch enough of Hitler's shit, documentaries of him. I don't need to keep watching it. I keep telling y'all, these people are mentally challenged. Because they have the most extreme people in the country. They got racists on their side. And then they try to say, oh, the other side is racist and we bigots and all this. Man, get the fuck out of here. Y'all the motherfuckers that hate gay people, the fuck out of here over religion. Ain't no religion more important than somebody's life. I don't have to agree with everything about a racist motherfucker, but I don't want to see them dead. I don't want nobody to kill him. That ain't up to me. Because I actually believe it's a higher power. Everybody gonna die, so hey, here go one day. Karma real. Do I wish it on them? No. If it happens, it happens. These people, they don't have any moral principles. They don't stand on morals. And then they try to sit here and try to talk down to the rest of us like they on some more high ground or something. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck about what these mega people talking about. I ain't turning down. Nigga, turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turning down nothing. If they continue to speak the way they speak, I'm going to speak the way I speak. Fuck out of here. Come charge me with something. That's how I feel about it. And soon you charge me, I'm putting a lawsuit on your ass. Tell the DOJ that shit. Fuck out of here. Motherfuckers always trying to be hip. They're always trying to play like they got the more high ground, but they're a bunch of fucking hypocrites. And they don't check the people on their own side, but they want us to tell us that we need to calm down. Nah, fuck that. I ain't calming down for nothing. Turn down for what?
I think after Saturday, I have a completely new perspective on how important our voices are and how we use them.
Can I mention one thing that Matt Gaetz also used?
It took that to happen to you, that you felt you got a new respect of the tone of how you're supposed to be speaking. You're a goddamn fool. And mind you, this is a grown-ass woman on national TV saying, oh, you know, this thing that just happened, I guess Saturday or whatever, oh, it gave me a new respect of how my, my rhetoric matters and how it affects. Like, it took this. It took this. You can't make this shit up. And mind you, and this is the problem with mainstream media and a lot of motherfuckers, even on the internet. You keep bringing these fucking stupid ass people to say idiotic shit on your platforms to get views. Like on a moral level, man, get the fuck out. I would never sit down with this woman unless I make fun of her. I would call her out her name. I would call all types of bitches. Listen, this woman is not to be respected. She is the scum of the earth. Unless I bring her on to disrespect her, ain't no reason for me to sit down and have a real rational human being conversation. To hear her point of view of what? It took her for this to happen, for her to say, my rhetoric matters. People rhetoric matters. I have a different perspective now. Really? We done had January 6th and a whole bunch of other people have died because of rhetoric. And now you got a different perspective. Please. Anyway, let's move on.
President certain things or say things that could incite violence. I most certainly think after Saturday, I have a completely new perspective on how important our voices are and how we use them.
Can I mention one thing that Matt Gaetz also used that 86?
Hold on, and I want y'all to understand. Mind you, she just said that, but watch out all the excuses she gonna get ready to make. Because Joy get ready to talk about Matt Gaetz like the same exact type of shit. And they get ready to bring up Trump, and she's gonna make excuses for Trump. Like he got a right now to speak the way he want to speak after he started the shit, and now consequences happening behind it. Not condoning it, but hey, what you expect? Let's move on, man.
And nothing happened to him.
Well, I think we look at everything. I'll be honest with you. Absolutely everything is in context. I don't think anybody is immune to it. I don't think we should be sitting here and nobody has condemned Jimmy Kimmel for his comments. Those were despicable.
Joy pointed out.
First of all, Jimmy Kimmel said this way before Trump got assassinated too. And I need people to understand that and see how they're trying to group it all in and try to say, oh, Jimmy Kimmel said it after he got, the assassination. I mean, no, he said it way before this. Or what she's talking about, or what they trying to make it seem like, man, nobody gives a fuck about y'all feelings. Y'all don't care about nobody else's feelings. Why the fuck we care about yours? Like they just don't, like these mega people do not live in real reality. They talking about motherfuckers got Trump, what they call it, Trump the syndrome or some shit like that. Like, yo, y'all live in la la land. Trump the derangement or some shit. Y'all one got that shit because y'all can't understand the difference. You won't even criticize this dude. You got your head, they got their head so far up this dude's ass, they won't even criticize him.
The president also posted death to Democrats. Do you think the president should be held responsible for that?
When you, I'll do respect.
And mind you, a rational human being would say, you know what? You're right. Yes, he should calm down his rhetoric. We all should. That's what a rational human being would say. But then she's gonna say, you know what? And then gonna say, with with all the utmost respect. No, you get ready to lie. You get ready to make excuses for this evil, cruel ass man. You can't make this shit up, man. These people are unbelievable. These mega people are unfucking believable.
Earlier, the president also posted death to Democrats. Do you think the president should be held responsible for that?
When you, I'll do respect. I haven't seen that post. I will tell you what I did.
It does exist.
Okay.
Mind you, and that's what they always do. That's another thing they do. It's a deflection too. So they won't have to answer the question so Trump won't get in their ass. Because they scared of Trump. Right? Come out and say, I didn't see that. I don't know about it. But you know about everything else, but you don't know about what he said. And you close to the president. How the fuck you don't know what he said? How you know he didn't say that? And then Sonny say, well, he said it. It's out there. It's factual. And look, and still watch how she deflects.
You know, responsible for that?
When you, I'll do respect. I haven't seen that post. I will tell you what I did.
It does exist.
Okay, what I can tell you is this, and who was the Attorney General and the DOJ at that point?
Probably Pam Bondi, huh?
The finer things at Domino's come in black and gold boxes, like their Parmesan stuffed crust pizza. Just look at all the.
I can tell you is this, and who was the Attorney General and the DOJ at that point?
Probably Pam Bondi, huh?
Here's how I feel about this. Here's directly how I feel about this. Nobody should be inciting violence. Period. That's my perspective.
Including the president.
But you have to remember something. The Department of Justice brings real cases. We are not Jack Smith. We are not Letitia James. We bring real cases about speed.
Bullshit. This is what I'm saying. Why has they got this woman on here? Why? This got nothing to do with Letitia James and all of them. This got something. She asked you a simple question about Donald Trump. You can't even answer. Not one day you come out deflect. Your first deflection. I didn't see it. And then say, oh, well, the DOJ, they bring real cases. Well, how the fuck is this Comey shit real? Hold up, time out. What she just said that Donald Trump said that bring death to all Democrats or some shit like that, ain't that a threat? That's a real case. If Comey shit is real, what he said is real. If Comey shit is a threat, then his shit is definitely a threat. The fuck are you talking about, bitch? I get sick of these folks, man. People, that's why I don't do shows every day no more. Because this shit gives me a headache, man. This shit, it irritates the fuck out of me. Like, I get tired of people bullshitting. Like, what are you lying for? Like, just stand on the shit. Say, no, I don't think Trump do nothing wrong. Well, just stand on it. It'll piss me off, but at least I can respect it a little bit. But these would just get on here and deflect and make up shit. And try to compare shit that don't even supposed to be any type of comparison. Let's move on, man.
Period. That's my
Including the president.
But you have to remember something. The Department of Justice brings real cases. We are not Jack Smith. We are not Letitia James. We bring real cases against people.
No, I actually had the pleasure of serving as a former federal prosecutor.
First of all, she tried to downplay with Letitia James and Jack Smith. I'm just gonna speak on Letitia James because she got the conviction. It was a civil suit. 34 counts of fraud. Which he supposedly went to jail for. I'm sorry, it wasn't even just a civil suit. These was real charges. His ass should have went to jail. And I believe if he wouldn't have became the president, he'd have went to jail. Then in a sense, no, he wouldn't have, because the judge was on some bitch shit. This man was disrespecting the judge. Imagine if any of us was outside doing interviews disrespecting a judge. Right? After they told us, hey, to stop talking about the case and all that shit. Just doing all types of shit. And then get out there and put his kids in danger. Imagine we did some shit like that. We've been in contempt. They'd have locked our ass. As a matter of fact, the prosecution probably would have charged us with another charge. Man, you can't make this shit up. Man, listen, fuck this bitch. And fuck all Trump supporters. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. Like I said, I don't wish death on none of y'all. I don't wish harm on none of y'all. But if you die, you die. Bad shit happened to you, it happened to you. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You people are fucking out of your mind. You have lost your fucking marbles. This bitch got a nerve to be on national TV just lying, making up shit that don't even make any sense. Let's move on.
Justice, but let me ask you this. I do believe that this is a vindictive prosecution against Comey, directed by the president. And so far with little success, because he's done this many times. As Trump's personal attorney, you actually were sanctioned nearly $1 million for filing a frivolous civil lawsuit against Comey, against Hillary Clinton and others that a federal judge called political.
And let me just say this. She's not a bad looking woman, but I guarantee you take up all that damn makeup she got on. She ain't that good looking. She ain't as fine as you think she look. And all that damn plastic surgery she got. I'm just saying. Just saying. I just wanted to put that out there. I was talking about her a while ago, how good looking she was. Oh, yeah, okay. She all right. But you take that damn makeup off of that woman, she probably ugly as hell. I put it like this, she ain't gonna be as good looking as she is. And all that damn plastic surgery she got.
Grievances masquerading as legal claims. So why should anyone believe this pattern of targeting Trump's enemies is about justice and not revenge?
If you think that the Russian collusion hoax, if you think that the things that we've now seen evidence of in this Department of Justice aren't real, I'd just tell you to sit tight. Because
well, yeah, we're gonna sit tight. Because they keep claiming they're gonna go after Barack Obama. Now, let me put game to y'all. Right? This is how stupid they are. Listen. Listen. This is how stupid MAGA people, the voters are. Do y'all really think if they bring charges, first of all, they can't bring charges to Barack Obama. Because when this collusion shit was, this Russiagate collusion shit was happening, he was the president. So if Trump got immunity, he got immunity. So what the fuck are you talking about? Ain't nothing gonna happen to Barack. I wish they would. I wish a judge would give them a warrant, arrest a warrant to arrest Barack in any charge. I wish y'all would. Listen. Then that's when you'll see us, our black folks, we be up out that bitch. And then matter of fact, no, we won't, because we know that it ain't no fucking way impossible you can charge Barack Obama if he's so-called committed a crime with this Russiagate shit. He was the president when this shit was happening. So how you gonna charge him? If Trump didn't get charged for a lot of fucking criminal shit he did as a president, why the fuck you think he could get charged? Or convicted even. Like what the fuck is wrong with these people? Listen, these people are so stupid. If you gave Trump immunity of being the president for a lot of criminal shit he did when he was the president, why the fuck you think Barack can't do it? Because Barack ain't stupid. Listen, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck. Listen, I got immunity. And that's all I would say. I would tell my lawyers, go tell them I got immunity. And you can perp walk because Trump he's embarrassed of what happened to him. But he didn't get charged for none of that shit that he did in office. He got charged for shit that he did outside when he wasn't the president. And I don't know why he mad. Like, this some shit you did outside of being the president. You got immunity. Fuck are you? What are you gonna do? First of all, if I'm the judge, if I'm the defense lawyer of Barack, this is to say this happens, and they charge him with this shit, right? Some stupid judge give them a arrest warrant to go and arrest Barack Obama. Excuse me. I'll do the perk walk, all that shit. Matter of fact, he ain't even go. Knowing Trump, they probably won't even let him know. They probably go raid his shit, lock him up, put him in handcuffs and all that shit, because that's how vindictive Trump is. But if I'm Barack, okay, cool. First, if Trump does that, black people, chill out. That's his way of trying to, gaslight us. Gaslight the black community, even the white liberals or people that's liberal. It's the gaslighters. We ain't got to go out there. Let them go. Bring them out. And when I get there and when I see the judge, because he gonna get bail, he gonna walk in and walk the fuck out, just like Trump punk ass did, right? Or if he walk in, he gonna see a judge to walk out. Now, if I'm his lawyer, I'm saying, hey, he was the president when a lot of this stuff they talking about happened. This shit should be dismissed. It should be dismissed soon he go see the judge. But you might get a punk ass stupid judge or whatever, whatever happened. But he gonna get out. You know the outrage if they did some shit like that and Barack Obama didn't get a bail? You know the outrage of that? What that would do to the country? And believe you me, that's what Trump want. So if that actually did happen or what she's saying, stay tuned. Like that's what I'm saying. You basically telling us y'all weaponizing the government. They don't have no fucking case. They went after James Comey, no case. They went after Letitia James, no case. The dude Bannon, whatever the fuck his name is, that worked for Trump. They ain't really got no fucking case for that either. I don't even know what's taking so long for that shit not to go. And maybe his money ain't right. But I believe he got some paper. But he might not be James Comey money and shit. But Letitia James, yeah. Just saying. They can try that bullshit all they want. Let me just tell y'all one thing. And listen. Believe what she's saying, though. Don't act like she's just saying some bullshit out of her mouth. Trump is vindictive like that. He's petty like that. Before he leave office, and when shit start getting real bad in the country, because I keep telling y'all, I told y'all, wait till this last November when that big beautiful bill kick in, and you're starting to see the effects of it. His trade so-called deals, the effect of it. And then he went to war. On top of that, the country falling apart. Talking about, we gotta wait on it. Wait on what? The country already fucked up. We in more debt than we ever been. Listen, people, we are in more debt. Excuse me. And I looked this up. We are in more debt right now, at this moment, than we was in the pandemic. Even under Biden. When he got in office and he was trying to fix some shit, trying to help the American people, and he spent money. A lot of businesses wasn't open. A lot of businesses opening now. All the businesses open, and we in debt. Trying to tell y'all, man. But like I said, Mega, y'all gonna find out.
You think that the Russian collusion hoax, if you think that the things that we've now seen evidence of in this Department of Justice aren't real, I would just tell you to sit tight because things are coming. Because what they did was weaponized. I don't want to hear about weaponization because the reason you all know who I am is because of weaponization. I sat through targeting, people saying we're going to get Trump. And then a Hillary Clinton appointed judge sanctioned me for suing Hillary Clinton. By the way, I'm proud of that. Well, I'm proud of what I did.
Actually,
because it was the right thing.
let me get Alyssa in here. Let me get
I
Alyssa.
just
Let
have to correct something. Okay. There's actually Bill Clinton, but that appointed that judge, but also a 3-judge panel.
Right, she don't know what she's talking about. She said it was Hillary Clinton judge. No, Bill Clinton. Get your facts right, bitch. And you proud of it, but you gonna get sued. You still got sued. And you most likely gonna pay that money. Because they got a great case against you. But anyway, as I looked at the case, her ass gonna pay that $1 million. And she ain't got no money like that.
I'm proud of that.
Well,
I'm proud of what I did.
Actually,
because it was the right thing.
let me get Alyssa in here. Let me get
I
Alyssa.
just have
Let me get
I just have to correct something.
Okay.
There was actually Bill Clinton, but that appointed that judge, but also a 3-judge panel. A 3-judge panel consisting of a Bush appointee, a Trump appointee, and a Biden appointee actually agreed with that court's decision, and in a 36-page opinion.
Which one was it again?
And basically,
I do want to move on because,
Do your thing.
as I mentioned, a lot of my friend and family supported
Yeah,
this.
see, these people are ridiculous. They always act. Listen, the one thing about mega people, they gonna always feel like the victim. Listen, if you're not liked, right, you gonna always feel like you the victim, right? But you listen. People. Everybody ain't gonna like you, man. I think people need to really get over that shit, right? How about you be around people that actually genuinely like you? And don't complain about people that dislike you unless they bringing harm to you. Now, if you bringing harm to me, then that's something different. But if I'm not bringing any harm to you or no shit like that, usually if I don't fuck with people like that, I usually don't. I stop fucking with them. I stop talking about them. I leave them be. In the moment, yeah, you get a little upset. You feel, feeling a certain type of way. I get that. But after a while, I let that shit be. Can't keep being mad at people because they don't fuck with you. They don't like you no more or whatever. Who the fuck? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I always keep saying this shit. These people don't dictate my lifestyle. That goes for family, friends, whoever the fuck it is. You don't dictate my shit. My life be what it is. With you or without you. I prefer you to be with me, but I get it. I did some shit. Maybe you may feel a certain way. Listen, at a certain point, like I told you, at a certain point, I don't give a fuck no more. I don't really care. Let people be. Right? Like, I'm going to do me, you do you. I'm cool. Some people get over shit quicker. Some people don't get over shit quicker. I'm in the middle of that. I think if people cross me in a certain type of way, I feel like I may go a little harder. But if I don't really fuck with you, I never really fuck with you really like that anyway, and you did some fuck shit to me, I don't really fuck about you. I really talk about you. I don't really care. But if you was close to me, yeah, that shit gonna hurt. It's gonna do some shit to you. But if, just say some people that don't like you and you never met them. Oh, well, I don't know you. First of all, you don't know me. How the fuck you know I don't? First of all, when I tell a motherfucker I don't like them because the choices that they make, I don't know them personally. I watch their behavior. So you don't like me because of my behavior. That is cool. But understand, I feel the same way about you. But at the end of the day, I don't really care about you like you care about what I did. Like this woman right here, I don't give a fuck about this woman. I really don't. I know she most likely with Trump so she can get money and get fame. Come on, man. Stealing from our taxpayer money, I get it. But I don't really give a fuck about that. Only reason I'm even talking about this woman is because of the simple fact they putting this bitch on a national platform when nobody was even talking about her no more. Nobody was talking about her no more. After she so-called resigned. No, they made that bitch resign. It was bringing too much heat to Trump because she was unqualified. This bitch is a defense lawyer. And she didn't have a whole bunch of shit under her belt to do certain shit. But anyway, it's like Pam Bundy. It's the same shit. Nobody be talking about these people no more. How much y'all want bet? Ever Pam Bundy go through her shit, get through whatever for maybe a couple of months, somebody gonna put her on one of them platforms. Hold on, y'all. What the fuck is that? Oh, somebody cutting the grass. My bad. But yeah, man, nobody gave a fuck about this bitch. Nobody even heard of this bitch no more. Nobody cared. Nobody even knew she was close to Trump or nothing like that. Nobody cared. It was like good riddance, this bitch gone. She was irrelevant. And then The View put this bitch on a national platform for her to go viral, to put her name back out there. Come on, man. Like these networks these mainstream networks, they be creating these problems. Creating these people to have a buzz and shit like that. We just live in a fucked up time, man.
Agreed with that court's decision. And in a 36-page opinion.
Which one was it
and-
again?
And
I do wanna
basically,
Listen,
I do wanna move on because
do your thing.
as I
and basically
mentioned,
renewed
a lot of my friend and family supported this president. A lot of them still do, but they vote for him on the cost of living. And we're talking about all these issues that seem so just secondary to what the American people care about. The cost
Listen,
of childcare.
And then this bitch that they got here, Griffith or whatever her name is. You can't trust nobody like this. Listen, if you say I still got family members that support Donald Trump, and you probably still talk to him, love him, and all that other shit. Listen, I want to make this very, very clear. See, it's a boundaries. It's a moral high ground where you can fuck with me and not. And listen, everybody ain't got my morals and principles. Listen, if you rock with Trump, then fuck you. I don't give a fuck who you is. I could listen. You could be my grandma. I don't fuck with you. You can be my mama, nigga, like my daddy. I don't give a fuck. Brother, sister, I don't give a fuck. Best friend, who cares? Listen, if my wife fuck with Trump, nigga, we would have a problem. Ain't no discussion. What is the discussion? Listen, I'll probably be the first nigga going. I ain't gonna say that. It was a couple of people divorced they spouse because they spouse was fucking with Trump. But I'll be in that realm. Fuck out of here, man. It's certain moral things that you can't fuck with people on. Go fuck how much you love them and care about them, bro. How close they are to you. No, man. Certain moral shit. I don't fuck how much I love people. It's a moral level. I can love you from afar. But you can't be in my presence, no. I can't fuck with you no more. This dude is a racist. It's like you with your woman or with your spouse or whatever, and they fuck with a racist. What? Nah. Anyway, let's move on.
Cost of gas right now, basic ability to make ends meet. I grew up in a family where we really at times were living paycheck to paycheck. So I want to understand when we're hearing about the war in Iran, which I can defend Iran not having a nuclear weapon, but a war that's costing us a ton of money, potentially the taxpayers footing a $400 million ballroom, and then these things like focusing on James Comey. Is this what the American people voted for Trump on? And do you think he's delivering on the cost of living issues?
Okay, there was a lot in that, so let me just break it up. On the cost of living, the one big beautiful bill did more for the American, not the rich, the regular Americans. No tax on tips, Social Security.
What about loss of health care coverage?
How about
First of all, she's lying. They are lying. The big beautiful bill did not help Social Security. They're actually trying to push another bill to push Social Security so people can work longer. Our elders can work longer in their life because they stealing from us. They cut Medicare. They give to the rich. So she's lying. Okay, like this shit is easy to look up, and it's like they still saying the same old dumbass talking point. This shit is a lie. Talking about it helped the regular folks or some shit like that. No, it did not. Oh, okay. That is my my people that mow the lawn and shit. I thought it was next door. I didn't know who the fuck it was. But, they cutting out shit. But yeah, but first, like I said, that's a lie. And Grocery prices are sky high. Gas was down, but it's back up. And the gas prices that went down was no different when Joe Biden was in office. When the shit was down from when Trump was in there. It wasn't no difference. Come on, man. Let's move on.
And drug prices going down, egg prices going down. And when you talk about the oil, let's remember for who.
Yeah.
Do you think
Look at it. There's a lot. I am looking at it, and a lot of people lost their health care, their health insurance.
Are you talking about Obamacare?
No, babe, I'm talking about your big question. I don't want to
No,
get
what
in
we're
that.
talking about is
Let me let her finish her question.
First of all, you talking about Obamacare. That's health care. Obamacare. People lost it. What health care are you talking about that people didn't lose their health care? What are you talking about? You talking about Obamacare? I'd have said, yeah, bitch. What health care that Trump presented so people got better health care and more health care? There's no policy of that. What are you talking about? Let's move on, man.
We'll talk.
I'll let you continue, but one of the criticisms that many people, Marjorie Taylor Greene and others had, was that people would be losing Obamacare subsidies. I don't agree with Obamacare, but I also don't think you can pull the rug out from other people.
First of all, you don't have to agree with shit. You don't have Obamacare. See, my problem with these type of people, if you don't have so-called Obamacare, it's Affordable Care Act, it's a Mitt Romney shit that he came up with that Barack Obama said, hey, you know what? Let me tweak that bitch a little bit. I'm a rock with that. He tried to work with Republicans. That was a Republican shit, but they called it Obama care. Okay, cool, fine. First of all, Griffin, whatever her name is on The View, you don't have Obamacare. You don't have none of that shit. So what are you worrying about it for? You don't gotta agree with it. You don't have it. Of course you don't agree with it. I don't have Obamacare. Fuck are you talking about? Fuck are you talking about? I don't have it either. What that mean? That mean I disagree with it because I don't have it? Matter of fact, I don't need it. I can afford my own health care. The fuck I'm mad at other people because they can't afford health care. That's all that shit sounds like to me when they say that. I don't agree with Obamacare. Are you on it? If you ain't on it, what are you worrying about it for? We supposed to help people out that's less fortunate and don't have health care. Or their health care ain't all that good. We supposed to help the people out. That's what we pay taxes for. Excuse me. It always mind boggles me. These be the same people. Anytime these banks fuck up the tax, steal from the taxpayers, stocks, all that shit, they fuck up money, but then they want taxpayers to pay the money. They have no problem with us doing that. But then when, we paying to help people that's less fortunate to get them free health care or shit like that, they got a problem with it. I don't believe in that, but you believe in us. You believe in what Barack Obama did. You believe in what Trump is doing right now with the rich, with that big, beautiful bill. And then she's trying to pretend that she's not. We're talking about the subsidies. No. If you cut that shit, you're cutting Obamacare. But like I said, the problem is a lot of Americans are not that in tune with politics and policies. They don't know the bills. They don't understand the bills. They don't even know how that shit really affect them until it affect them. And then they still don't understand how that shit affects them. This woman got a nerve to get on here and pretend, well, I don't agree with Obamacare, but you don't got Obamacare. What do you don't agree about? You paying tax money to help people that have Obamacare? Let's move on. Matter of fact, people, give me 1 second. All right, people, I'm back.
But one of the criticisms that many people, Marjorie Taylor Greene and others had, was that people would be losing Obamacare subsidies. I don't agree with Obamacare, but I also don't think you can pull the rug out from under people and have their premiums go through the roof. So how do you address that?
Another plan.
Well, ma'am, that's basically what you're saying. Well, we ain't trying to pull the rule on the subsidy, but that's what comes with Obamacare. So you don't agree with Obamacare, but what the fuck are you? Never mind. Talking out both sides of the ass cheeks. But anyway, let's move on.
I can
Or
tell you,
concepts of a plan.
here's the deal. I see, Sonny, all due respect to you, I've been there with the president. I've seen him shake down and be tough with these people. I'm there. I saw it. He is tough. He is a negotiator by trade, a businessman by trade. He is a great president, but I will tell you that he does not.
This shit is ridiculous. Listen, let me just tell you something. Let me just say this. When anybody in any administration, in the Biden, Obama, even George Bush, Clinton, when they was in office, people that worked for them or was in the administration, you would never heard them and say they are a great president. That's how you know they lying. You have never heard this from people that work with other former presidents that's been in the administration. Get on national TV. He was a great president. Why the motherfucker was president? Now maybe after, that's something different. But even after, you rarely hear people say that. That's how you know these people are full of shit. He's a great president. Who told what? Who says that? His time is not even done yet, him being a president. How the fuck is he great? And then mind you, Sonny Sector, he has an idea of a plan. Trump don't have, listen, even to the mega people, listen, do y'all understand that Trump, he cut all this shit about Obama, all this is a waste of money, right? Obamacare, all this shit. And he said he would have a health care bill. People, that was 10 years ago. We haven't seen a fucking Trump health care bill or policy. We haven't seen it. But somehow Obamacare is bad, but he doesn't have any policy. And then this woman want to sit here, well, I watched him. He sat down and did these things. He's a good businessman. Well, why he ain't got no plan then? Trump had 10 years to make a fucking plan. And he doesn't have a plan. Why is Obamacare more popular than what the fuck she's saying? And then she said, oh, he's a good businessman. How? When Trump has been sued for not paying people. When Trump has been bankrupt over 8 times. That's not a good businessman. Who the fuck told you that? He's not a good negotiator. He steals from people. He's a scam artist. That makes him a good businessman? Let's move on. This motherfucker is banned in New York City to this day, where he grew up, where he was born and raised, because he scammed so much in New York that where he cannot even have a like, you know, you have an organization to help people and shit, a foundation. He can't have that in New York ever. He is banned forever. Not a couple of years, not a decade or two. The Trump family is banned. But like I said, the Trump supporters, see this bitch, she's drifting. She's trying to get some money. Part of me get it, but she's full of shit. And she's a bad human being for trying to mislead the people. It's like the Tucker Carlson shit. Like, you misleaded people. And then now you want to apologize when you knew you was misleading people and trying to pretend that you didn't mislead people. Because she's going to come out sooner or later. Look at Candace Owens. Look how they turn her ass up. And then listen, let me just say this to the black creators, because I ain't speaking about the liberals. I'm speaking to the black creators that don't fuck with Trump and definitely don't fuck with Candace Owens. Don't give her no credit. She don't get no credit. Her old Tucker Carlson on Marcella Green, they don't get no credit. They ain't earned the credit because they what? They finally seen the light? What the fuck that mean? How much damage they have done? And now everybody we can work with them. No, we can't work with them. How the fuck you trust somebody that just was your enemy like that? So to Congresswoman Omar, kiss my ass. She ain't our ally. I'm with AOC on that shit. Fuck out of here. She ain't no ally. Now we can work with them. No, we can't work with them. Matter of fact, they come work with us. If they actually really genuinely believe in what Trump is doing is fucked up. But to try to say now we can work with them. No. They come over this bitch. Just like Liz Cheney. We didn't give her a fucking pass. Liz Cheney had to prove herself. And I still don't trust Liz Cheney. The fuck out of here. Listen, if they got it, listen, we can use them. Just like Trump used them. We can use them. I'm okay with that. But to say that like we buddy cool, we want to work with them, and no, whatever we saying is what's gonna happen. And if they ain't with it, then fuck them. Shit crazy.
And be tough with these people. I'm there. I saw it. He is tough. He is a negotiator by trade, a businessman by trade. He is a great president, but I will tell you that he does not pull the rug from anybody without trying to do what is best for the American people. The economy, and by the way, on oil, this is short-term pain for long-term gain. We cannot have the president of the United States allow, and he has always said this, you know that. The people in your family that voted for him know that. He will not allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. That is not just good for
I
America.
thought
That
the
is
nuclear
the world.
program was obliterated. That's what he said. It's gone. It's
All right,
We have
Joy,
to
you got
figure
it.
out
I got it.
Right. And that's another dumbass talking point. They told us in last summer when Trump went over there and did all that bombing he did that they nukes was gone. Now all of a sudden you go to war with Iran. They got all these nukes and shit. They got all this shit to redo some nukes. I thought you eliminated everything. It's all a lie. Listen, people, listen, this is actually even worse than George Bush with the Iraq shit. Because this dude and these people are literally getting on national TV. And it's time that we are in 2026. Literally, with all the technology we have, with all the information we have, they're literally sitting here lying. They're just sitting here literally lying. And we both just go with it because what? He the president? We didn't do that with. Listen, I thought what George Bush did was fucked up. What Trump is actually doing is even more fucked up. Because George Bush least had intelligent people to lie to us. He wasn't that bright. But the motherfuckers around him was very, very bright. And very, very intelligent. And knew how to spin shit. These people were literally just coming out lying. And they was in an era where they hid a lot of this shit. Trump can't hide a lot of this shit. These people can't hide a lot of shit that he say. That's how you know they lying. He's committed to not them having nukes and all that. Man, please stop. Like I said, if we the most advanced military in the world, listen, let me tell y'all something. We have, America has spies all around the country that you wouldn't even know who a fucking spy in these countries. Just like a lot of these other countries got spies in our country. That's why they know what a lot of shit we do. This is being real. We allow these motherfuckers to be over here. Our own government. We not putting surveillance on these people like that. People coming over representing Russia and North Korea, all these, we got a lot of this shit over here. China, all that. A lot of these people got their own little shit over here. Just like we over in their country. Same shit. Not mad at it, but I'm just saying. For us to be sitting there and pretending that like, oh, the last administration was so like incompetent about nuclear wars in Iran, what's bullshit? We knew what they had. We kept a good eye on that shit. Trump went to war because it would benefit the rich, the 1%, and Israel. Because Israel got that, was it the APAC or something like that over here? That is Israel. That's the Israel government donating to American government, and they get away with it. And that's not just Republicans, it's Democrats too. They put our country in danger. There's no way that no other fucking country should have this type of influence in our government. Because they're getting this money from a foreign government. But they like to tell y'all, oh, you know, China is a threat. Yeah, China's a threat. Not like Israel. Y'all notice? America, Democrats and Republicans, a lot of them, politicians, they never want to go against Israel. Y'all ever notice that? These motherfuckers over there doing genocide. They over there killing children, innocent children, murdering innocent people. Nobody, America don't even give a fuck about it. Half of the goddamn country don't give a fuck about it because somehow, some way, if you call that out, you anti-Semitic against Jews. Are you fucking kidding me? But like that would have been some type of African country doing the same shit that Israel is doing. Watch how the country spin out and bomb on motherfucking one of those black African continents and countries. I'm going to say this to the Jewish community, and I want y'all to understand this. This ain't about hating Jews. I don't hate Jewish people. And like I said, I know the real shit. The first Jews was black people. Call them black Hebrews. It was African. So you don't have no motherfucking what's the word I'm looking for? You don't own being Jewish. And it's a religion. It's not even a fucking race. You're white Europeans. Okay? So you don't own Judaism or own a religion. You don't own that. Okay? So I want you to hear me very, very clearly. I don't give a fuck about you calling me anti-Semitic. I don't care. You can't play those fucking political games with me. I'm very highly educated in Judaism. Even where my people come from, with Africa, all that shit. Judaism, that's Hebrew. That's black Jewish motherfucker. That's our shit. That's a part of our religion. We created that. You didn't create that. You white Europeans, white people, y'all always try to steal our shit. No matter what continent we from or country we from, you always try to steal our shit and act like claim it's yours. It's not yours. You notice in the Christian Bible, it always act like God is white. Ain't no white about him. Their God ain't white. And they know that. Read their Bible. Read the Christian Bible. All these so-called evangelicals, Christian evangelicals, read the Bible at the end. Read the end of that motherfucker. And they tell you how God really looks. He don't look like them. Blonde hair, blue eyes. He don't look like that. That's not it. In the Bible it says. Read the Bible. I don't give a fuck about your New Testaments, all that shit. Give me the Old Testaments. At the end of that Bible, it tell you who God looks like. He don't look like y'all. He damn sure don't got blonde hair and blue eyes. He damn sure don't got that. So all you stupid ass mega so-called white Christian nationalists and all you motherfuckers think that the country was built on Christianity. Y'all Christianity is stupid. It's a false narrative. And it always been that. It always been that. Because God do not look like y'all. He don't look like y'all. Not in y'all own Bible. It doesn't look like that. He does not look like that. Read the goddamn Bible, man. At the end of what God looks like. And it will tell you that God does not have blonde hair or blue eyes. Nowhere close to it. Nowhere close to it. Why you think these white Europeans, right? They hate Muslims. Why y'all think that? See, what they don't tell you, the reason that they hate them, and they got this animosity towards them, the brown folks, right? They like to call them brown people. Listen, the Muslims and all that, right? It's because the Muslims are more connected to Africa. Because they are part of Africa. They black. But why they hate them so much? Because if you read their Bible, that Christianity, Catholic, or whatever you want to read it, even the Jewish shit, read the Bible. At the end of that motherfucking Bible, it tell you how God looks. He doesn't look like them. He might look like an Arab, nigga. He may look like a black, light-skinned person. He's brown. He's brown skinned. He's probably my complexion. With wool hair. You know how they go tell you, oh, black people hair and nappy? Well, read the Bible. All black people nappy head bitches and nappy head niggas. They all, you know how racist people be? Well, that's who God was. His head was nappy. Shit was like wool. What's the difference from out here? Huh? If you're black, you know what I'm talking about. They hate us, man. That's why they envy us. That's why all this shit, even when you talk to them, like them light-skinned Latinos, them ones that can pass for white, they hate that shit. Because they got that white in them. They've been thinking that they've been, you know, that whiteness, they really think that. Because even in their religion, they're supposed to be Christian and shit. And then read the damn Bible at the end. It'll tell you that God don't look like y'all. Even you Latinos, you light-skinned Latinos, you think you better than black people. God don't look like y'all. Look at them Latinos. They have me straight. You see them, a lot of them? Read the Bible. Have like wool. Nappy. Who got nappy hair? What wool comes like as far as the hair texture? Wool. Do that come close to being nappy, or do it come close to being straight? Nappy. Don't let these people fool you, man. That's why, like, when these people be racist and shit like that, and I don't give a fuck who they are. They racist. They envy black people. That's why, like, honestly, the reason we even beef without our people, other black people from different continents and shit like that in different countries, all black, some of them, not all of them, but we beef with a lot of them, and they think they better. That's what, if you look at some Black Americans, we do the same shit. Some of us go against each other because these motherfuckers then programmed us to go against each other. At the end of the day, these motherfuckers ain't us. They jealous of us. At the end of the day, we get our rhythm from Africa. Black Americans get your rhythm, all the swag we got. We get that shit from the African continents and countries. That's where we get it from. We'll never fucking forget that. That's why I ain't never say I hate. I don't like all, or I hate all fucking some of these Africans or these people from different continents that be on some hate, anti-hate their own people. That's them. I ain't gonna put that on everybody. You know what I mean? Because I don't want them to put that, the motherfuckers that is good over there, I don't want them to say all of us feel that way. But at the end of the day, listen, white people jealous of us. Always been. Even the good ones, they copy our shit. They want to be a part of what we do. And ain't no disrespect to them, the good ones. But come on, man. Black people, you got to start having a little bit more confident in who the fuck we are. I was watching a documentary a while ago where they was going down a list of how many black people created all the shit around the world that we got now. Not just in America. The Black Americans, that shit that we created here. Around the world that everybody using now and copying and retooling and doing certain things we didn't get credit for. But at the end of the day, I'm like, yo, it's still our people from Africa. Like, we come from good breed. Fuck out of here. We gotta stop that shit, man. These motherfuckers are jealous of us and they trying to turn us against each other with this whole immigration shit. That's why I say this shit all the time. If I got black sellout coon Americans here, fuck them niggas. They don't ride with us. To my black African brothers and sisters from different continents and countries, they don't rock with us. We don't fuck with them. We call them straight out and we don't fuck with them. We stand on business with that shit. We bought our people. Listen, I want to say this to my African brothers and sisters from any continent, Haiti, whatever, Jamaica, whatever, Africa, whatever. Listen, man, the motherfuckers, y'all fuck with us, we fuck with y'all. Don't get that shit twisted. Don't get that shit twisted about us. The difference is we be trying to tell y'all we've been here. We've been here in this country and we know what they doing. They doing it now. They doing it with us. They did it with us for us being here, right? And now they doing it with us against y'all. That's all they doing. Trying to turn us against each other. That's all they doing. They want us to turn our back on Africa. They want us to turn our back on Haiti, on Jamaica. They want us to do that. They even want us to turn our back on the black people that we know that's in these Hispanic countries. They want us to do that. I keep telling y'all, black Americans ain't what y'all think, man. We listen, we've been through shit. Yo, we know what's going on. A lot of us. Not all of us, but a lot of us. We know what the fuck it is. I respect people, man, but they're trying to divide us. That's their thing. White supremacy, that's what they want us to do. They want us to keep fighting and shit. That's why they put this bitch on TV. This bitch shouldn't even be on TV. She's irrelevant. Excuse me. Come on, man. She want to talk about she's somebody. Listen, I know what the chick said. I know I put videos out. We all do it. It is what it is. That ain't for everybody. From the all the immigrants, regardless of what race you are, you come from it. Listen, nigga, I'm not even like that. To hate people because of certain people. But I will call out your community. Yes, I will do that. But that don't mean I hate all of y'all. Or I despise all of y'all. I don't like all of y'all. No, I call out y'all people to check your people because we need to check ours. I stand on business with that by my own people. My own black Americans, nigga. We need to check ourselves with that bullshit. I like that we trying to unify, but at the same time, trying to unify, we can't just disrespect everybody just because certain people do certain shit. Because don't forget, we do shit in our community as well. To their community and our own. Number one, our own, but then we do it to others. Do you know why I don't hate racist white people? Because black people are our worst enemy. And I know that for a fact. Because we all been brainwashed and fucked up to hate and look down each other and be shitting on each other because somebody got this and we ain't got that. Like, it's been decades of that shit and we know where it come from. But at the same time, at a certain point, nigga, is y'all gonna listen to us or not? Our own. We gotta switch this shit up. We can't keep blaming the white man for every motherfucking thing. Nigga, at a certain point, nigga, let's take care of us. Fuck them. All right, we know what they did, and we're gonna hold them accountable, but at the same time, fuck them. Don't mean shit to me. Listen, racist white people don't mean shit to me. I keep telling y'all that. I don't give a fuck about it. I give a fuck about our people hurting each other. That's what I care about. Racist white people continue to hurt us is because we don't stick together. We ain't figured out, like, hey, man, we need to come together. That's why they continue to come off and disrespect us and hurt us and gun us down and shit like that, because we don't really stand for shit at the end of the day. Not like we supposed to, not a big majority of us. We only want to come out when shit affects us here and there. No. I'm affected by everything. I ain't know George Floyd. I ain't know Freddie Gray. And he was from my motherfucking state. I didn't know him. But I had to stand up for him. Like, we stand up. We stand on business with that. But I told y'all what was going to happen with that Freddie Gray shit, too. I told y'all something happened in the city. It is what it is. But anyway, let's end this shit.
Businessman, they bankrupted 2 casinos, I'm just saying.
I would like you to look at how many wealthy people.
All right, let me ask you this question, because until recently,
now she said, I want to hear about all the other wealthy people that went bankrupt. They ain't run for president. I don't give a fuck about all these other wealthy people that went bankrupt. They didn't run for president. The motherfucker that you supported that went bankrupt 8 times ran for president. I don't give a fuck about nobody else. I put it this way. See, this is what I told this goofy bitch. See, this is what I mean by having conversation with stupid people, right? Because you could debunk their stupidity. Barack Obama didn't go bankrupt when he ran for president. Bill Clinton didn't go bankrupt. And he had way more experience than Barack when he ran for president. Ronald Reagan was a celebrity. If I'm not mistaken, he might have did, but I haven't heard that Ronald Reagan went bankrupt before he ran for president. So, listen, bitch, miss me with your dumbass shit. See, because they keep forgetting about who Ronald Reagan was. At least, you know why Ronald Reagan is respected in a certain type of way for his political shit? It's because he did run in California, and I think he did some shit. Right? At least he did some shit. Trump just wanted to straight run for president. Anyway, let's go back a little bit.
The great businessman, they bankrupted 2 casinos, I'm just saying.
I would like you to look at how many wealthy people
All right, let me just ask you this question, because until recently, you were a senior advisor to the former Attorney General Pam Bondi. She was fired, reportedly, for not pursuing these cases aggressively enough. So she wouldn't be going after Comey, I would assume, right?
I don't speak to that. First of all,
Okay.
the U.S. Attorney in, as you know, North Carolina is the person that charged Comey.
Okay, so now it looks like the acting Attorney General.
First of all, she's a liar. Because whoever the DOJ Attorney General is, whoever the Attorney General is for the United States of America can push that charge or stop it. So she's a fucking liar. So you're talking about, well, ain't got nothing to do, that's in what, South Carolina, some shit like that. She said, no, bitch. The Attorney General of the United States can stop it or push it. These are facts. Just like her dumbass tried to do what she did and got debunked. That's why I'm telling y'all, if she continue to keep going down this road, just like Pam Bundy, even before her, before her and before Pam Bundy, Rudy Giuliani going to get disbarred. It's going to happen if they continue to keep going down this road. These people are crazy, man.
These charges that Todd Blanche is auditioning for the role. But now your name's been floated for the AG job.
Has it?
Are you interested?
Let me say this. I have never had a conversation with the president or anybody in the administration to become the attorney general. I had the pleasure of serving as the U.S. attorney, and during that time, Camden had their first murder-free summer.
Let me say this. You could believe it or not. I don't believe her, but she could be telling the truth. I don't know. That's how bad this is. That's how much of she's a fucking liar. She could be telling the truth. I still don't believe her. That's how bad her reputation is of being a truthful person. Fuck out of here.
50 years, and I served the people of New Jersey well. I serve at the pleasure of the president. I think it is the greatest honor to serve your country in any
Do
capacity.
you think you're qualified to be the Attorney General?
You know what, we're gonna have more
It's
with
not even-
Alina Habba. You wanna finish your statement? You wanna finish
Yeah,
what you're
okay.
saying? Okay. Alina, I have a question for you, because as the child of immigrants, you know.
Shop BerlinPackaging.com for quick and easy online ordering of packaging supplies. Choose from
Immigrants, you know.
Whoopi Goldberg, keep it. Listen, it's going to piss Whoopi off, but this is why I told like a lot of the Latino community or people that's immigrants that this shit really bothers black people about immigration. It really do. Because we are still to this day looked at second-class citizens. They don't see us as Americans. And for some of these racist and bigoted ass fucking immigrants that want to be anti-black, like this is what bothers us. Because y'all keep thinking that we don't understand. We literally do. Give me a second, y'all. My business, man. You know, what else better to fucking do? Mind they damn business. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. My damn business. But yeah, like I be trying to say that to the immigrants, like y'all think that Black Americans really have this thing that we don't give a fuck, and we do. We understand it very well. We're not looked at as citizens to racist white people in this country. And this ain't just in the just 21st century. This shit been happening for hundreds of years. Since we've been stolen from our people. Bamboozled, however you want to look at it. You can blame even some of our people from Africa that threw us under the bus. However you want to look at it. But we get it. We understand it. I wish y'all stop acting like we don't get it. We get it. Y'all the ones keep voting against this shit. Like voting against what we saying. We get it. We'll ride with y'all. But y'all the ones, y'all people is the one, especially the Hispanic community. Y'all voted for this shit. Y'all people did that. We didn't vote this. Like, we get it. You can have some of these coon ass black men. We don't fuck with them anyway. And just because certain black people that they don't speak for the majority of black people. They are a small percentage of black people that's on that bullshit. There's probably coons and sellouts. They've been like that anyway, and they probably come from immigrants or first or second generation. They probably sell out their damn self. Like, come on, man. Give Black Americans a little bit more respect than that. Give us a little bit more credit. Yeah, we do care. So I'm acting like we don't care. And that's where Whippy is getting at. We do fucking care. Go back a little bit.
I have more with Alina Habba. You want to finish your statement? You want to finish what you're saying? Okay. Alina, I have a question for you because as the child of immigrants, you know what it takes for people to pick up and take their kids and come to another country.
Listen, and mind you, she says as a child of immigrants, which she is, that's not our people. Like Black Americans, we are not on that. The motherfuckers switched on us. We keep trying to figure out what the fuck happened here. Y'all people switched on us. And you can blame certain parts of black people, that 20%. We don't fuck with them niggas. Because a lot of them are not, they're probably first or second generation of black people. They're not foundational black people. Like, this is be real about it. So I need all my immigrant brothers and sisters, regardless of what racial, nigga, Black Americans, we ain't against y'all, man. We actually give a fuck. The motherfuckers you hear that don't give a fuck, it's the motherfuckers that first, second generation. And they ride with Trump and they want to get rid of, we don't fuck with them. Fuck out of here. On one side of my fucking family, we come from Africa. We come from the boat. On the other side of my family, we was already here. So, nigga, I'm a full-blooded Black American. That's why I can't even deny that. I can't even be acting like, oh, I'm this and I'm that. That's why I know I'm mixed with shit, but don't mean shit. Black, I'm foundational Black American. I know where the fuck I come from. Did my research. I know where listen, did my heritage. I know where the fuck I come from. And I tell you all, I got some Native American. That come from the slave trade and all that shit. But my foundational shit, my foundational shit come from Africa. And my black people have already been here. We was already here. That's the only reason I'm even mixed with some type of fucking Native American. Because my people was already here. Like, now I look back at my shit. That's why I know where I come. I come from the tribe of Cherokee Indian. I know where the fuck I come from. Like, people don't even know where the fuck they come from, so they be sitting there pretending, act like they do. They don't. Listen, I look at a lot of my own fucking family members. These niggas don't even know where they come from. They don't. They ain't did the history, they ain't did the research, they ain't did none of that shit. Well, I know where the fuck we come from. They don't know where they come from. That's why these niggas, they be, like, a lot of motherfuckers, they be hating. Like, you hating them. This nigga be, you niggas be mad at me because I be real. And they be hating that shit. My own family members, they be hating that shit because these niggas don't know where they fucking come from. There would be some fucking phony ass niggas, like, even in your family. These niggas ain't even built like that. That's why I be saying that shit. Listen, people, I always tell y'all, I don't move around in fear like motherfucker. Even my own family, a lot of them move around in fear. A lot of them don't want to fuck with me because they know I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to say what the fuck I got to say. They don't like the truth. They ain't as deep as me. They don't know where, they don't give a fuck where we come from. They living in the times. I'm thinking about, like, even when family members pass away and shit, motherfuckers get hurt. They be so hurt. When family members pass away, people die. You know why they so hurt? Because they ain't seen death. They don't know what death feel like. They don't know when a motherfucker that's close to you that dies. They don't know that shit. Have no fucking clue. I seen my whole dad side of the family, my dad, everybody, we all fell apart. They did. They all fell apart when my aunt passed away. Like, nigga, now I don't even know these motherfuckers. I didn't even want to go around them no more. They don't want to be around me, same shit. Like, the fuck? But they did that shit because they don't know shit. They ain't been through shit. They don't know their life. Like I really lived life. Like I told you, when I told you my grandma, the first time I ever seen her cry was at my aunt's funeral. Never cried. Never seen my grandma cry. She cried when my aunt died. Let me tell you something. I guarantee she won't cry no more. And matter of fact, she probably did. I wouldn't even know about it because I ain't even go to my uncle's funeral. None of that shit. People, I had to learn this shit very clearly. I don't go for how much closer. My grandma, if son had to, that shit would hurt me. That shit probably would hurt me. But it probably wouldn't though. Because we ain't been close in years. Like, you get what I mean? It's like friends of yours. You ain't close to them. Fuck you feeling you gonna have. You just got certain memories. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna never cry about it, but I'm not gonna be that hurt about it. It was like when my uncle died. Wasn't that hurt about it? Wasn't that sad about it? It hurt. But I wasn't that sad about it. I'm okay. God rest my Uncle Chuck's soul. Like, love him. At the end of the day, he probably was the most realest out of anybody in the family. For me, when I speak about him, I speak about highly who he is. I know who he was. I know he was on that shit, but I knew who he was. All my other family members, I don't know who the fuck they are. That's why I like when family members die, people pass away, or people move and they do that shit and be like, oh, you know, such, this happened. Fuck I know. Fuck I know. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is how me and my Uncle Chuck was connected. right? Still to this day, right? God rest his soul. He was still who he was to the day he died. People, I'm still who I was when I was out in the street, who I was as a little kid and grew into. Of course, you grow and you get a little better and you do things a little different. But who I am as a person, my personality ain't changed. Who I am is who I am. I ain't going to change for nobody like that. Not going to change like that. Can't change like that. People accept you who you are, and that's is what it is. You know what I mean? You love a motherfucker for you love them. You love their flaws. You love their bad shit about them. You don't get to just turn them off like that. You know what I mean? The real shit about it, my Uncle Chuck was an alcoholic, was a veteran, got high, all that shit. It was all that shit. I probably could have hung around my Uncle Chuck to this day. But I'm going to just tell you on real shit, the family pushed me away. When I got out the hood, they pushed me away. Nigga, they ain't want me to come around no more. That's how I knew. And it's not a bragging shit. It's not about talking about how gangster I was and no shit like that. But that's how I knew that I part of it brought shame to them. But the other part was they looked at me as a dangerous nigga. There was shame, but it was danger too. So even like when I be around like the family, they don't want to fuck with me no more, nigga. They don't want to fuck with me at all. Listen, when I listen, you understand. Me sitting back, I drink, do what I do, right? I get to think. When I was out there and I was out there doing the shit I was doing in the streets and shit like that, and everybody knew what I was doing, who I was. Them motherfuckers seen all that shit. They seen everything I did. They respected it more because of the fact it wasn't no turning off that at that time. It wasn't no turn off. I was who I was. Right? When I started to really think and get my shit together, you know what I mean? And I drink, motherfuckers be like, oh, he drunk. No, man, I'm not drunk. I told you, a lot of times when I drink, people, I drink to keep pain away. I keep pain away. I drink to keep pain away. Listen, I done seen a lot of people die before people just die from natural causes or people just like my aunts and all that shit. I seen people die. I know people died. I had people in my arms that died. Like it ain't, you don't like that ain't no shit. Like it's like if a family member died, it doesn't hurt as much if they die regularly. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't hurt that much. I just miss them, but it don't hurt. Motherfuckers that you watch die or motherfucker get killed or you got a motherfucker in your arm, that hurt more. But motherfuckers die, man. And people sit there and be trying to pretend like, oh, excuse me. And like I said, people deal with death differently. I just deal with it differently because I've been around people that died in the street shit. Died for nothing. And I watch people live live way longer and just died natural. You know what I mean? They might have health issues, but that's dying natural to me. You know what I mean? My uncle, yeah, he got high and all that shit. He died, had strokes and all that shit, nigga. He died when he was 60-something. I watched niggas die when they was in their teens. In my arms. And had little homies that died in their fucking 30s. So when my uncle died, some shit like that, yeah, it hurt. It means a lot, but He lived his life. When I tell you anything about any of my aunts and uncles, all passed away. My uncle lived his life. He ain't never tried to act like he was better than motherfuckers. He ain't never, he knew who he was as a person. He knew he got high. He was a veteran. He knew that. My uncle was a veteran. Nigga, he got high. You know what I mean? Came home, got fucked up. I get it. You know what I mean? The family couldn't stand him. He wasn't shit to a certain extent to a lot of people in the family. But at least he lived his life. He lived that bitch. Till the wheels fell off. Got strokes. I think he had he had like 2 strokes. And then he died. Must he wouldn't change who he was. Yeah. I relate to my uncle like that. I wouldn't change like that, man. I had to be me, man. I'm gonna die how the way I want to die. You can't tell me how to die. Because once I'm gone, I'm gone. You can change your life, you can move on and do whatever the fuck you want to do in your life. But you can't tell me not to be who the fuck I am. But regardless if you think I'm sacrificing my life or whatever, man, that's my life. Yeah, it's just crazy like that. You know, like I said, my grandmother ain't never ever seen death. When my aunt died, she tripped out. I had plenty of people on my side of my mom's side of the family pass away and die. Grandma ain't feel shit. And knew them personally. Right? Like, you know what I mean? My grandma almost 90. Okay? My grandma in her late 80s. Okay? Listen, she knew everybody that's dead or whatever on my mom's side of the family. They dead or they alive. She know who every last one of them are. Other than maybe the kids, like the great grandkids, is like, you know what I mean? Maybe she don't know them, but everybody that's passed away, she know. And my grandma don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But it happened to her, it hurt. And I always tell people, that's what it is too. People don't give a fuck unless it happened to you. My grandma didn't give a fuck about that shit. She didn't fuck up. None of that shit. If it happened to my other side of the family and shit, she didn't fuck. How many people I lost, bro? My grandma didn't fuck about that shit. I try to have a real conversation with my grandmother about how I be feeling and shit like that. My grandma don't give a fuck. She gave a fuck about, nigga, I did what I did for you, and that's it. Okay, cool. And I had to, like, at the time, I felt hurt. After a while, I get it. Okay, cool. So, y'all might think I'm saying some cruel shit, but I'm not. I'm not being her, but at the same time, I am keeping her same energy. You know, when my aunt passed away, everybody in the fucking family thought I was supposed to just come. My friends ain't talk to me. We don't talk. We don't do nothing. Grandma talked to me. As I talked to my grandma, she said some foul shit. And then we was I think we was at my grandma's house. And my grandma said some real foul shit to me. And was like, I started some shit with her. Like, I ain't starting no shit with you. But she said some shit and it fucked it up. I can't totally remember it right now. But she said some real fucking foul shit to me. Like, I started some shit with her. I was like, no, I did not do that. And she kept trying to make it like I was on some bullshit. And I'm like, no, that was you. You the one hung the phone up on me. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. No, I was my mom, when they called me about my mom getting on them drugs. And they called me about that. Never called me. I ain't talked to them in fucking weeks and some shit like that, maybe months. And they called me about my mom rolled up at my grandma's house and shit. Dad, everybody, my aunt, everybody was living at that time. My mom came and she got, everybody found out that she was really back on them drugs again. Right? Because I think my sister tried to hide it, but it is what it is. But yeah. And my grandma tried to curry me, and she was like, "Oh, you called me and got over me." I said, "No, I didn't." I said, "Gran, you start talking to me," and then I said, and I brought the shit down to her. I was like, "Gran, don't do that." I said, "Don't do that. Don't ever do that to me." And this is my grandmother. I told her, "Don't ever fucking try to play me like that. Like, I ain't never tried to do no shit like that to you. I ain't cuss at her, but you know what I mean." I was like, "Don't ever try to do that." And he was like, "Okay." And she left it be. Because she knows she was lying. Like, you turned your back. You said some real foul stuff to me. You hung the phone up on me. And I kept telling my girl, stop. Listen, we ain't got to do that right now. This ain't the time, the place for that. And then right after that, right, my mom got back on that shit, right? She was back getting high. Right? She's back on that sugar booger. And right after that, probably about a couple years later, because the talking point, wasn't about nobody else, wasn't about everybody else did drugs. So you gotta understand, when my mom was doing drugs back then, see, the one thing that my dad's side of the family won't say, and other sides of the family they don't want to talk about, they all was getting high. They all got high. A lot of them was functional addicts. A lot of them quit. I get it, but a lot of them, by the time they quit, this shit affected them. I tell all the kids, drugs is bad. Drugs is bad, people. Crack cocaine is bad. It fucked my whole family up. It fucked it all up. But don't ever get that shit twisted. When my mom got on, listen, because my mom was clean for at least a good 10 years. I'm sorry, it was longer than that. My bad. My mom was clean about 15 years. It was like that, right? Oh, I'm trying to think. 32. No, it was 20 something years. My mom was. I give my mom at least 20. I give her 15 to 20 years. She was clean. Because my sister say she was abusing pills and shit. So I don't know nothing about that part. But she when my mom flipped out and I had to go down there and fix that shit, get my mom out of there and shit. And I ain't seen my mom since. Right? I went down, everybody called me. They called me. All of them called me. Mind you, and they knew that shit was going to affect me more, right? So they called my wife. Tell Kenny, his mom back, she down there tripping. We think she back on that shit. And that's me and my wife. We talk about everything. That's my wife. Look, when that shit happened or whatever, right? Excuse the shit going on when they cutting the grass. But yeah, they when that shit happened, and I knew my mom was back on that shit again, that shit broke my heart, man. It broke me. And I remember when that shit happened. And I remember my grandma, she said to me, she said, "Oh yeah, you came after me or something like that." I was like, "What?" When I come after you, she was like, "Oh, you came after me. You ain't like what I said or whatever." I said, "Gran, you the one." I said, "You the one said you don't want to talk about what I want to talk about." I said, "Gran, you know what? Don't do that." I said, "Please don't do that." I said, "Nah, we not gonna do that. Not right now." And I kept trying to push it away and push it and push it and shit. My girl was like, "No, you said." I said, "Grant, I did not do that." I said, "You did that." I said, "Okay, you think I did that? Fine." And I moved away from it. Right? So I moved away from that shit. And let me tell y'all something. After that shit happened, mind you, my dad wasn't even close to the family like that. But I didn't know that he was trying to well, my grandfather died like they was gonna do that shit with my granddad. I ain't know not too much about that shit. You know what I mean? I ain't know him like that. I probably met my grandfather twice. So I wasn't really close to him like that. So it didn't really, and I don't want to sound evil about it, but I didn't really know him like that. So, so it wasn't that big of a thing to me. Yeah, listen, I can get into the details about that shit, what he did to my grandmother, even to my dad. I know what my grandfather did, but I ain't gonna hold that against him because I don't know that nigga, right? I don't know everything, so I leave it be. So, but it happened. It is what it is. Right after that shit happened, when my grandma family member there, they called me to tell me about my mom back on that shit again, and she was. Right after that, everything went downhill. Everything went downhill, y'all, with the family. Because right after that, I think after that happened, we did trying to think. My dad did some shit out of his house. I went to it or whatever. My wife didn't go to it, but I got all fucked up. And they had to call my wife to come get me and shit like that. Right? Couldn't drive my shit back home. Right? Actually, I had her car. Believe it or not, I had her truck at that time. So I was fucked up. And I left that motherfucker. Right? And I remember I was there. I remember all the talking shit that we did. Like people talking. And I remember like my aunt at the time, she was alive at the time. Everybody was alive. And I remember when I walked in, my aunt was sitting there and she was getting shit in her arm, diabetes and all that other shit. And I'm in mine. You know what I mean? Everybody like, oh, you pop up and, I popped up in there. Everybody, like all my aunts was like, oh, love you. I get everybody hugs and kisses. Because you got to think about it. I ain't seen them in months. In probably years. And I get everybody hugs and kisses. Everybody. And I remember I did that shit. And I got real fucked up because I'm comfortable. The one thing about me, I know my family ain't gonna do shit to me, fuck me over like that. Like if I'm fucked up like that, no, they gonna call my wife. Like you know what I mean? Like, or they gonna be like, oh, lay that nigga down. So I remember my dad said, he said, like I don't want y'all to get this understood. They just don't know me, and I feel a certain type of way. But if I'm in a presence of anything like that, oh no, they'll do some shit, real shit will happen. Oh, my family gonna look out for me. Don't get that shit twisted. Like I never say that about my family. Like they gonna like if I'm fucked up or I'm in a situation or something like that, nigga, they ain't got me. Oh nigga, they got me. Oh no, I can't never say that about my family. Ever. And they know that about me. That shit won't happen if I don't fuck with them right now. Or cousin of mine, nigga, my cousin and my nigga ain't not gonna handle my cousin. Like we like you understand what I'm saying? Like, cause our shit is deep. And we family. We blood. So we get that, but we understand we can't be around each other. But I think we starting to understand that now. But yeah, nigga, I was in that situation, nigga, I was fucked up, man. Nigga, ain't nothing happened to me. Cause first of all, nigga, they scared of my wife. So if anything would have happened to me, nigga, my wife would have been on their ass. That's a real talk. I ain't gonna lie about that. My wife would have been on their ass. Nobody played my wife like that. Real talk. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm out. Leave your comments, hit that like button, support your boys. Your boy Mr. Be up. Peace and love to the world.